Welcome back, viewers. In today's video, we are going to take a look at all the test scores that are available, that are measured during our test. During last almost 10 videos, we tested different schedulers with their variants, different profiles, and different performance flags. So today we are going to check out the test scores, and you can have a comparative of the test scores. So this was the first test using the BPF land, XCS BPF land, and the scheduler profiles on auto. You can test yourself also on your system. You can check out the scores here. You can compare them, and you will know how the CPU and the memory available, resources available will change the scores accordingly. This is the single core performance test results. These are the multi-core performance test results for different tests. That's done. Now we will change the profile to gaming. In gaming, the performance flag is there. It is enabled, and these are the scores for the XCS BPF land scheduler with gaming profile and the performance flag enabled. Check the scores. Multi-core scores. Done. Now we will change over to the power save. So in power save, these are the scores. Single core performance, multi-core performance, that's done. Now we will change over to low latency profile. These are the scores for the low latency profile. You can see here single core performance. These are the test results. Then you have got multi-core performance. These are the test results. Now we will change over to server mode or the server profile, and this is the test results for the server profile for the BPF land scheduler. Okay, these are the single core test results. That's it. Now we will change over to the flash. So the flash scheduler will be there, and we will check the scores for the flash scheduler. This is the flash scheduler. So in flash scheduler, you can see the scores. This is the single core performance, multi-core performance, that's it. Now we will change over to LAVD. So this is the LAVD scheduler, and these are the scores for the LAVD scheduler. Single core performance, multi-core performance, sorry, just a moment. Yes, sorry, we have selected the LAVD, and first thing was the auto. So these are the scores for the auto profile of the LAVD scheduler. So these are the scores for the LAVD auto profile scheduler, and you can see the scores here. Okay, I will just scroll it once again. Now we will change over to the gaming. This is the gaming profile of LAVD. These are the scores of LAVD. These are the individual test scores for single core performance. You can test it out yourself also on your system like this to get a good idea of which scheduler is suitable for your uh, system and what kind of work you are doing. So you have to match the scheduler with your system and the work you are doing. So this is the gaming scheduler. Now we change over to PowerSave. So this is the PowerSave scheduler, and the scores are shown here. Single core scores, multi-core scores. That's done. Now we go with the low latency. In low latency, you can see these are the scores for the low latency scheduler of LAVD type. So LAVD scheduler with the low latency profile. We will just check the scores. The single core performance scores, then multi-core performance scores. That's done. Now the server score. These are the scores for the server profile of LAVD. You can check it out. Single core performance, multi-core performance coming up. Done. Now we will change it over to P2DQ. These are the scores for the P2DQ. Single core performance, multi-core performance, done. Now we are going to change over to tickless. You apply the tickless profile. These are the scores for the tickless. This is it. Single core performance results, multi-core performance results, okay. Now we will change over to the Rusty scheduler. Okay. And these are the final scores for the Rusty scheduler. So this is the final tab of the test results, and we are checking out the Rusty scheduler. And now let us check out the single core performance scores. That's done. So as a conclusion, we can say that changing the scheduler type doesn't make very drastic change in any performance of the system. It doesn't make too much of a difference. Around 600 scores increase, not more than 600 scores increase is there for the multi-core test, and maybe a 200 to 300 score difference is there for the single core test. So beyond that there is no change, only it is limited range bound up to 300, 200 to 300 points for the single core score, and up to or less than 600 points for the multi-core score. So beyond that the system won't perform, and you have to always match your system with the task that you are doing. If you are using the system for gaming, then you have to select the gaming profiles. So any scheduler which offers the gaming profile should be suitable for the games. If you are doing any professional audio video work, you have to use the low latency profile, and you have to use schedulers which offer the low latency profile. So that is the game, and nothing else is there. The system does not drastically changes performance when we change the schedulers. It is we can say there are the performance is difference is there, but it is not that much also. No very remarkable performance difference is not there in the Geekbench test scores. It is there, but not that remarkable. Everything is below 600 points. So that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed the test series of CachyOS. I think CachyOS is the only Linux distribution which offers such type of flexibility to change the schedulers to match the system performance with our requirements of our work. And maybe in future we will see more Linux distributions which come up with features like this to change the scheduler, to do other configuration tweaks to improve the system performance and match it with the requirements of the individual users. So see you in the next video with some other technical discussion or technical review. Bye bye.